Hold on, Bucks fans, because the wide receiver room in Tampa is about to get very crowded, and the competition, it's going to be fire. All eyes are now on rookie wide receiver Emeka Egbuka, who's coming off a monster college career at Ohio State. And let me tell you, this guy isn't coming to Tampa just to sit on the bench. He's here to make noise. Big noise. During rookie minicamp, Bucks quarterback Connor Bazelak, a guy who's been throwing passes his whole life, said something that stopped me in my tracks. He called Egbuka one of the very best players he's ever thrown to. That's not some random praise. Bazelak said Egbuka and Tez Johnson were the only two true NFL-level guys in camp, apart from Harold Fannin. Let that sink in. Egbuka is already earning respect from NFL quarterbacks before taking a single pro snap. Let's rewind for a second. At Ohio State, Egbuka was electric. In 2022, he racked up over 1,100 receiving yards and 10 touchdowns. In 2024, he delivered again, another 1,000-plus yards, another 10 touchdowns, and he played in a national championship. This guy has performed on the biggest stages and never flinched. Now that he's in Tampa, his role is pretty clear. He's going to compete for the slot receiver spot. Why the slot? Because that's where he absolutely cooks defenders. Quick feet, smooth routes, dangerous hands. Egbuka lives in the middle of the field. But here's where it gets spicy. The Bucks already have Mike Evans as the top target, and Chris Godwin likely as WR2. And last season, Godwin was a monster in the slot. In fact, he was one of the few bright spots in the Bucks offense. So the question becomes, does new offensive coordinator Josh Grizzard keep Godwin in the slot? Or does he unleash Egbuka there and move Godwin outside more often? Or maybe they rotate? Either way, this is a good problem to have, but it's a problem that needs solving, and it's going to be a key storyline during camp. Oh, and let's not forget about Jalen McMillan, another talented rookie wideout who's absolutely not going to make this easy. McMillan had 8 touchdowns and over 450 yards last season. He's a baller too. That makes this WR3 battle one of the hottest competitions in Tampa heading into training camp. So, let me ask you this. Who do you want to see in the slot? The vet Godwin or the hungry rookie Egbuka? And can McMillan crash the party and steal a spot? Drop your take in the comments. This battle's just getting started. All right, let's keep it real about Emeka Egbuka's rookie season in Tampa Bay. Yes, the Bucks used a first-round pick to grab him. And yes, General Manager Jason Licht was glowing about Egbuka after the draft. He called him one of the most complete receivers he's seen in years. That's huge. So it wouldn't be a shock if Emeka immediately locks in as the WR3, ahead of Jalen McMillan, from day one. But here's where we've got to pump the brakes just a little. Look, nobody's saying Egbuka's going to come out and torch defenses for 1,000 yards and 10 touchdowns in his rookie year. This isn't a Madden fantasy season. It's the NFL. And Tampa Bay's offense is loaded with playmakers. You've still got to feed Mike Evans, your WR1 and future Hall of Famer. You've got Chris Godwin, who eats up targets every week. McMillan's still in the mix. Tight end Cade Otton is going to get his share. And don't forget about Rachaad White and Bucky Irving catching passes out of the backfield. And oh yeah, they still need to run the ball. So where does that leave Egbuka? In a great position, just not one where he's going to get 12 targets per game. And that's okay. In fact, if Emeka ends this season with 500 to 600 yards and 4 or 5 touchdowns, that's a strong rookie campaign. That's not underperforming. That's building a foundation. Think of this year as step 1 of a long climb. He doesn't need to be the star right now. He just needs to show that he belongs, that he can get open, that he can make tough catches, that when it's 3rd and 7 and the game's on the line, the quarterback can trust him to come through. And trust me, the moment he does get a bigger role, he's going to explode. So Bucks fans, what's your take? Do you agree that 600 yards and a few scores would be a good rookie year for Egbuka? Or do you think he could shock the league and take over faster than expected? Drop your predictions in the comments below, and let's talk about it. This kid's journey is just beginning, and it's going to be fun to watch.